What is up, y'all? It is your boy KNB Only One here. Yes, it is me. I'm here talking to you regularly today. I'm not playing a character. I'm not in a skit. I'm not performing anything today. It's just me here talking to you. So I hope everybody had a good Memorial Day weekend, and we're gonna get right into today's topic of this video. So today I'm gonna do something a little different. It is summertime, it's movie time. Everybody loves movies, and anybody that knows me knows that I love movies. And I have so many of them that I had a thought to where I was like, I need to do a top 10 videos with these movies from my own personal collection. I have that many. So without further ado, I'm going to get into today's category of those movies that I'll be presenting, and let's jump right into it. So the particular movie category that I'm going to be doing today is what I like to call my top 10 hidden gems. And I'm pretty sure most of you know what hidden gems are, but for those who may not, pretty much these are all movies that were not really talked about very much. Nobody expecting much of them, including myself. And they turned out to be really, really, really good movies. And these, in my opinion, are some really good ones that surprised me, that didn't get much attention, and that didn't really get talked about as much. So we're going to get right into it and start this countdown. So my number 10 movie that I'm going to start off with is Trolls. Yes, Trolls. I've never been a big Trolls fan. I never really understood it. I know I always saw the little dolls, but I never really just looked into it. So I just decided to take a chance on this movie. And this movie was actually really entertaining and really funny. I'll just tell you a little briefly about it, as I'm going to do all these movies here without actually telling you the movie itself. But pretty much you have this guy here. He's super sad. He's always sad. And then you have this girl here who's extremely happy, full of laughter. She's just pure joy. And this guy would just not budge for nothing. No matter how much happiness is around him, he will not budge. And that eventually wears off on everybody that is around him. And it was just a really good story. It was really, really funny. I laughed the whole way through it. It was really heartfelt, and it was just a really feel-good movie. It's a good movie to watch, even as an adult. You don't even have to be a kid to watch this and enjoy this. It's a really good movie to check out. So definitely do so with this one if you haven't. So my number 9 movie is going to be Rings. Yes, Rings. Now, this particular movie, it's not really scary like you think it would be. If you've seen the Ring 1 and Ring 2, you know, oh my God, those movies, they kept you up at night. I mean, if you were anything like me, you couldn't sleep at night after watching, especially the first movie. If you haven't watched them, go watch them before you watch this. Because, yeah, just go do it. Alright, so this particular movie, it really surprised me because I didn't think it was going to be too much past what the trailer showed. But there's a lot more to it than what the trailer showed. All they show pretty much is, which is the main part of the story, is pretty much she's going viral now. She's gotten into the mainframe hacking system of the world, and she's getting out to computers, phones, tablets, all of our current technology of today, and her video has gotten out to all of that. But there's a much deeper story into this, and it actually goes kind of more into how she began and how this whole thing started in the first place. So it really surprised me. I watched it all the way through. I was engaged the whole time, and I was interested the whole time. And man, it'll leave you with a surprise. I'll say that much. So definitely go check this one out if you haven't. So my number 8 choice is Flatliners. Now this particular movie, I didn't know what to expect going into it. I really didn't. But when I watched it, it really surprised me on how good it was and on how thought-provoking that it actually was. Pretty much, just to sum it up a little bit, you have these 5 medical students who are, so they start this experiment, and the experiment is to have a near-death experience to where you die for about 5 minutes, and you experience what happens during that time without actually being fully dead. So once they kill themselves, they come back to life with a new, refreshing experience of what they saw, and they feel different as a person. And just over time, you get to know more of the characters in their lives and all of that, and it sounds really good, but then it turns into something that you might not want to mess with if you were one of them. So yeah, I'm gonna stop right there, because that's just a little bit of the movie without actually telling you about the movie. But it's definitely it's a good psychological thriller. It'll keep you thinking the whole time. I definitely advise checking this one out. It's a good one to see. So my number 7 pick is going to be Passengers. Now, I was never really interested in seeing this movie, but somehow, some kind of way, I went to go see it in theaters. I don't know why I did that, but I did. But when I went to go see it, I was actually pretty pleased by what I saw. It was a very good, kept my attention type of movie. And pretty much you have this ship that has a bunch of passengers on it. It's the name. And then you have this one guy who wakes up way ahead of time. The ship is going to Earth, but it wakes up way ahead. He wakes up way ahead of time, and he's not supposed to. And he ends up staying on the ship by himself for about a year, and he gets lonely, and he decides to wake up a female passenger, which are these two here that are in the movie. And it's kind of a science romantic type of movie, but there's some twists and turns that happen in there every so often. It's a good movie to definitely check out. It actually is kind of a date movie, honestly. Like you could use this movie as a date. It has kind of that feel to it, but it's definitely a movie just to watch, in my opinion, and just to experience it. It's pretty good. So my number 6 pick is Crazy Stupid Love, which is, yes, it is a romantic comedy, but it's not like your everyday romantic comedy. It has a lot of characters in it that end up, I guess you can say, having a lot in common with each other. It's very funny. As I said, there's a lot of characters in there, and there's a lot of little loopholes in there that reveal themselves throughout the movie. But it's just a good, funny, and just a good feel-good movie. And it's a lot funnier than you think it would, because in my opinion, a lot of romantic comedies, they're like ha funny, but this particular movie actually had me laughing quite a bit. And it has a good message to it overall about love, and it just being in a relationship with somebody, and just really being aware of who you're in a relationship with, and just really realizing what love is when you have it. So this is a bit of an older movie than some of the other movies that I've shown recently, but it's definitely worth checking out. I really like it, and if you hadn't already seen it, I would definitely give it a shot.